Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my tutorial. I'm already got my PC booted up in BIOS, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to set up a password in your BIOS as well as power management options in your BIOS. Alright, the original version of BIOS in 990FX motherboard Sabertooth looks like this, and it's quite simple, and it's the first BIOS to use the mouse option, so you can actually navigate through BIOS using your mouse. We've got powers options here, which you can system performance power options. You've got quiet, performance and energy saving, and you can just simply change them by clicking and it changes the graph. I've got this one set up because it's the middle one and it's the most efficient one. You also got CPU fan speeds control, options here, so you can see what kind of temperature your CPU is running at, what kind of volts it's using, and your CPU fans what kind of RPM they are running on. To set up the password and change the power options, we need to go to the advanced mode. Right, we are in the advanced mode, and the advanced mode is pretty similar to all the other BIOSes available there on the market. So if we just set up a security tab, click the security tab, and we can see clearly that we've got administrator password and user password. Let's put the administrator password and type in the password of my type. Confirm new password. Right, the password has been set. As you can see, the administrator password installed. User password not installed. So if you click the user password, then we create the password for user password as well. You can clearly see that both of them passwords are installed, and successfully you've got the passwords on your BIOS, so no one else can access the BIOS. Yeah. And the now the power management options in the BIOS. If we got here in a tweak in a 990FX the original BIOS, we can clearly see that everything is set on auto. It's the best option because if you are let's put it this way, a computer geek, then you can basically tweak with the BIOS and to set up the system to your needs. But if you're just a normal computer guy that plays the games and uses the computer every day, then I would prefer to leave it as the auto one, because then everything does not overheat and just runs really smoothly. We got here the CPU and NB voltage, and we can change them from here. They are set on auto, but I can change them for you. CPU offset mod sign minus, I'll leave it as a plus. And all the voltages are set on auto, and this should be set on auto because this is the RAM voltage. Yeah. If we go to advanced, we got CPU configuration. Cool and quiet option is currently disabled. We can enable it. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but the computer is just running really quiet. But the cars are also limited, so that I cannot use the full power of my PC. So we'll disable that option. Monitor as well, we can monitor the CPU temperature, the motherboard temperature, the V-core voltage, the 3.3 voltage, 5V voltage, 12V voltage, VDD A2, 0.5V voltage, CPU fan speed, CPU output fan speed, and we can set up all the other fans. And just below, when we scroll down the options, we got basically the CPU standard profiles. We got silent, turbo, manual. Okay, your BIOS will vary from this one unless you got a 990FX Sabertooth motherboard, with the BIOS updated to version 2.00.1201. If you got this BIOS, then don't hesitate and contact me, and I'll help you with anything you need from the BIOS, because it's pretty simple to use, and it's as I've mentioned before, it's the first BIOS ever to allow the mouse control option in your BIOS, so very easy to use the BIOS. And yeah, to exit you just press the exit, and that's it. For more tutorials, please stay tuned with the website Computing Tutorials at blogspot.co.uk. And if you request any more help with the BIOS, do not hesitate to contact me in the comments below this video, and I will try to help you as much as I can, or even add a video on to show you how to do it, or contact you privately. Depends what you want. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care.